Good morning, Ceann Comhairle. Ceann Comhairle, humanity itself is on the line in Gaza. With every Palestinian killed in Israel's genocidal war, with every innocent Gazan child whose beautiful life is so horrifically extinguished, with every family wiped out, with every home destroyed, hospital decimated, with every refugee camp bombed, the humanity of the world slips further into the darkness. Ireland must now confront that darkness. Ireland must now confront this genocide and seek justice for the Palestinian people. Ireland must join the case against Israel in the International Court of Justice under the Genocide Convention. South Africa has shown the world what it means to lead with moral conviction and integrity. Last Friday's preliminary judgment by the ICJ is hugely significant. It established that South Africa has a case and that Israel has a case to answer on the grounds of genocidal actions. The Taoiseach had stated that the government would consider intervention in South Africa's case once the court had made its preliminary orders. There now remains no excuse for the Irish government not to act, not to join with South Africa in challenging Israel's impunity. And it's not enough to simply, Minister, rehash the same old lines or to point to what you claim to be minor textual changes. The kind of textual change that the government wants is the distinction between clarity, purpose and action on the one hand, and dithering, delay and shameful inaction on the other. The government's approach to this matter is massively disappointing and does not tally with the Irish instinct to do what is just and right for a brutalised people. Today in the Dáil, the Taoiseach said that the Irish government is undertaking a rigorous legal analysis regarding its options, as if those facing genocide in Gaza have all the time in the world. They don't. 26,000 Palestinians have already been killed, mostly women and children. 1.9 million Gazans have been displaced. They have very little water, very little food, nowhere to go. In Gaza, nowhere is safe. This blockaded, impoverished refugee population now face famine and disease. What Palestinian lives Israel doesn't end by gunfire and airstrike, it will attempt to end by starvation and disease. Gaza's health infrastructure has been obliterated. Medical supplies are running out. Medical procedures are carried out without anaesthetic or antibiotics. These are the very markers of genocide. I want to quote Dr. Deborah Harrington, an obstetrician who worked at AXA Hospital, where I think captures the unfathomable horror inflicted on the people of Gaza. She said, "A child came in alive, literally burnt to the bone. Their face just charcoal, and they were alive and talking, and we had no morphine." Dr. Harrington also said, "I saw children with open fractures, partial amputations, open chest wounds, horrendous lacerations and burns, and that was every day." Ceann Comhairle, that these brutalised children could be considered the lucky ones speaks to the utter depravity of Israel's merciless onslaught. The unlucky children are no longer here. Their tomorrows have been wiped out in the whirlwind of hatred that Netanyahu and his military machine has rained down on the Palestinians over the last 115 days. This is not only a genocidal war, it's a genocidal war on children. On television, on social media, the world and its leaders have watched Gaza become a graveyard for children, and shamefully, nothing has been done to put a stop to it. While the ICJ didn't use the word ceasefire, The only way to operationalise its ruling is through an immediate, full and permanent ceasefire. Israel's slaughter must be stopped. By intervening in the South African case in The Hague, Ireland would become the first European nation to seek justice for the people of Gaza through the international justice system. We all know the famous saying, "The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good people to do nothing." Let's be under no illusions. What Israel is inflicting on the people of Gaza is evil. Ireland is a nation of good people, a people with our own story of oppression, colonisation, dispossession, famine, and we must now do something. That something in this time and in this place must be to join with South Africa in their case to hold Israel accountable for their crimes against the Palestinian people. So the government must show courage. They must stand for humanity. The dithering, the fence-sitting, hedging your bets is over. It is now time to act on our behalf, and the government must act.